time for Nerdgasm.
Hey, what's up guys? Jerry here, aka Barnacles, and my friend Kevlar Condom decided to give me access to his Tesla P85D, which is a 700 horsepower car, has somewhere around 2,000 foot-pound of torque, goes 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, but we don't care about none of that today, because the reason that I'm driving this car is because I'm not really driving this car. We're gonna be testing a feature called Autopilot. It just came out in the last 24 hours, and it enables this car to drive itself. So hopefully I survive this video. Stay tuned. Here we go. Okay, video over. No, just kidding. All right, guys, so right now I am in the seat of a Tesla P85D. This is the first Tesla that I've ever driven, and this is gonna be an amazing experience because we're testing a new feature called Autopilot, which allows the car to, for all intents and purposes, drive itself, so that as Americans, we can be even more lazy people. So I thought it'd be a good idea for my first time out to just take the P85D because it has about 700 horsepower and who knows how many thousands foot-pounds of torque. I mean, the thing does like 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. I've been driving it for like 5 minutes and I already want one.
And you don't have to baby it, Jerry.
Oh, I don't, he says I don't have to baby it. Oh, final last words. Whoa, shit. Okay then, that feels a little bit different from the driver's seat. How are these not all flipped over in a ditch? That's scary. My heart's racing, like I didn't even push it to the floor. Oh my God, dude, this is freaking insane. This is gonna be hard talking to the camera. I can already tell my seatbelt even tensioned up. It's like, yeah, this shit's gonna get real. Be like, oh. That, guys, that is intense. That is mega, mega intense. Get out of my lane. Get over there. All right, there we go. I don't even know what to say. Video over. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Till next time. All right, guys. Well, now we're on the freeway, so we're going to go ahead and enable this autopilot. This is freaky. Okay, autopilot is enabled. The car apparently knows what it's doing. It's steering around a corner. It hasn't wrecked into anybody.
Go ahead and move your speed up.
Okay, so we're gonna accelerate a little bit here. Okay, we're at 60. Nope, you stay on the freeway. Bad car. Okay, there we go. Now we're back in auto steer.
Stock.
Okay, we're gonna. Dude, this tripped me out. Ah! I don't like this. I don't like this. Elon, you better have some good developers, bro.
I don't think the car wants to do it right now. Let's turn off.
Okay.
Usually what you'll see a second set of lanes.
Oh, okay.
And then you can actually use the automatic.
So right now it's not aware of the other lane good enough to make a confident decision to get over there.
Correct.
Okay. No, I'm glad. I would rather that this thing err on the side of caution. All right, this is a little more nerve-wracking than I thought it would be. You have to understand, we're driving down the freeway, and the car is trying to take an exit. All right, well, I guess we're going this way.
That's going to kind of screw us.
That's going to screw us, but that's okay. We'll find a way to get back on there. I'm taking control back. Elon, that was a bad, bad move. Elon took us on an exit, and he wasn't supposed to. But this software is brand new. It hasn't even been out for 24 hours. I'm already trusting our life with it. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, so we're sitting at a stoplight and my heart is racing. And the reason being is the car actually, like when I told it to change a lane, it accelerated right up to the car that was in front of me. And it didn't make the lane change because it didn't have enough information. Thank you, Elon, for that. I appreciate that. But man, it is so weird having the steering wheel get really stiff and it just takes control away from you. Like right now, if I pull it twice, right? Okay, it's got 2 lines. Car's accelerating. And it's driving itself. The wheel feels really stiff. Like I feel like I couldn't really take control away from it. I mean, I'm sure I could if I muscled it hard enough, but this is crazy. The car is just driving itself right now. Okay, I'm a little bit more relaxed here than I was on the freeway. We're accelerating. Okay, it's 60. It's It's got 2 blue lines. Sonar picked up that car. It shows you on the screen like all the data that it's taking in while it's making all these millions of computations to keep you from dying. Ooh, going through an intersection, doesn't know what to do. Oh no, see that? See that? Bad Elon. Bad Elon. Dude, okay, so this is way different than I was expecting. Yes, the car can do autopilot. On rural roads, it does have a tendency to just kind of turn itself off. But it does let you know. It yells at you and beeps, and it's like, get your hands back on the wheel. But it does kind of freak me out. It really does, honestly. And knowing that the car has so much power that it can basically like snap the back off my seat if it wants to, it just adds to it. Oh, this is nerve-wracking, Adam.
Oh,
this is legitimately nerve-wracking. And the thing is okay, autopilot is a great idea. I'm gonna say it's a great idea, and I'm glad that Elon decided that he wanted to be the one to lead that very, very scary, dangerous, liability-filled area that is autopilot. But on a 700 horsepower car, it's actually downright frightening because...
762.
What about torque figures? Do we got any torque figures on this?
If you believe of dyno, it's over 2,000 from a stand.
Over 2,000. 2,000 pounds. That's like...
It's rated up 800 some odd.
So it's basically a dragster that looks like a 4-door sedan.
It's a 10-second quarter mile.
Crazy. Oh, I scared Adam. Look, I'm keeping that footage in. I'm keeping that footage in. Adam about flew over the back seat.
I want to catch the headphones that are flying off my head.
Oh my God. Guys, that is breathtaking. I've been in a lot of fast cars. I mean, I've been in Dodge Vipers. I've been in some of the Ferraris. From a standstill or a slow speed, nothing touches this. I mean, not even in the same ballpark. I don't even know how this thing doesn't pop a wheelie. That is insane.
You constantly have an amusement park ride, a roller coaster.
It legitimately feels like a roller coaster launch.
Yeah.
That's what I'd have to compare it to. Not a car launch, a roller coaster launch.
If you've been on rock and roll roller coaster or anything like that, it's the exact same G-force. It's 1.3 G.
Yep.
So, oh no, red light.
Red light. It's gonna stop for me automatically, right? No. I'm just kidding.
That's coming.
That's coming.
That is coming. But lock up on the brakes. You're just gonna let him mini.
Oh no, we got him. Oh, that's 60. Well, actually, I was 74. But wow, dude, that is awesome. I need one of these. I need one really, really bad. So this car is downright scary. This new feature autopilot that has only been out for 24 hours, as I understand it. And I wouldn't trust my life to it. I just wouldn't, but it's cool. It's cool. I would enable it like I would enable cruise control, right? I would pay full attention. I'd keep my hands near the wheel at all time for when it decides to just go driving down someone's driveway at 65 miles an hour. But
it does a lot better in the fast lane. So, I mean...
That's true. As long as you're in a lane that's got good lines on the side, the sonar knows where all the other cars are and stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. So right now we're doing 60, and even at 60, the acceleration, that's 80. Like, like everybody says electric cars, like, they stop accelerating. At 60, they don't.
Just get behind this guy.
They just don't. All right, we're going to autopilot up here. Putting my life in Elon's hands again.
Double pull.
Did? Auto steer temporarily unavailable. Hold on, it's trying to figure it out.
Pull. You're there. There you go.
Okay, here we go.
And then speed up to 65.
Okay, here we go. 65 miles an hour. Autopilot is engaged. Excellent. This is just the weirdest feeling. Like I can't describe it. And and the funny thing is, the things that scare me are the things that I didn't think would scare me. The thing that scares me is just knowing that the car software is determining which direction I go and how fast I go in a car that it can accelerate 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds and catch me completely off guard. Like if the car just decided to go, ah shit, no exception, 0 to 60, and you know, I'd be like, I wouldn't know what to do. My natural reaction wouldn't be to grab the wheel just because I'd be so freaked out. But right now we're going around this huge curve up here. The surface conditions absolutely horrible. They patched the hell out of this road. And it seems to be doing just fine. On the dashboard, I have 2 blue lines, clearly showing that, you know, Elon is pretty confident. Ooh, one disappeared for a little bit, but it came back. Oh, it disappeared again. Come back, blue line. You get your ass back here. Anyways, Elon is mildly confident that this is the direction of travel that we should be going in. So that is what the car is doing. And this seems like a crazy amount of liability. Like for Tesla to just say, we're going to pioneer this feature where people can just like let the car take control. Oh, I don't know about this. This is kind of like changing my whole decision on it.
So have you been in the Mercedes S-Class?
I have not. I have not. There's a Mercedes that does this?
Okay, the brand new 2015 S-Class I test drove, and it ping-pongs a lot more than this. Okay. It actually goes from edge to edge, back and forth across the road.
Oh.
It's asking you it just wants to make sure that you're paying attention. So it just wants a little reassurance that you're still sitting there.
Okay, so does it just do that automatically, or does it?
It does it about every 2 minutes.
Okay, the guy in front of us putting on the brakes, so it's slowing down with him. Oh man. Okay, so no, I don't like that. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I'm taking it. I did not trust it there. Oh, Adam, what do you think? I mean, it's a cool feature, but I think it definitely has a long way to go.
We're also not on optimal roads.
That's true.
Let's go down here and flip it around. Let's go stick it on the 405 and go and put it in the fast lane on the 405.
All
it
right.
has brand new lane markers.
Yep.
It has no exits, no entrances to get us lost with.
So you guys have seen me scared shitless, so now apparently we're going to a place where I'll be less scared shitless. So I'm glad we got the scared shitless
with
out
a
of the way.
lot more cars going at a higher speed.
Okay, so probably not less scared shitless. All right, well, you know, this is what I do for you guys to entertain you. This is straight up scary though. I mean, this car is just absolutely breathtaking. You look at it from the outside and it just looks like a 5-door sedan that weighs 1 billion pounds. And even if it was like a big Audi, like an A7 or something like that, or an A8, you wouldn't think it's that much. All right, we're heading to the 405, which should be a little bit better for Autopilot. Hang on. I love the sound. Sounds like a shuttlecraft.
I think it's the closest that you really... It actually drives a lot like a DC train. If you've been on one of the big European trains that can do 400 kilometers an hour, 220 miles an hour.
Oh, like the bullet train guys, or whatever.
TVG in France and in Germany, it feels a lot like this, in which the acceleration is just relentless all the way to that speed.
Living dangerously again. And actually, this is like gambling, bro. So it's kind of addictive, right? I mean, it is. Whoa,
you're good. She's got it.
I watched one other video where a guy briefly tested this, and he was doing this the whole time.
The New York one.
Yeah, and I was like, what a pussy. No, that dude was not a pussy. Like, you feel compelled to stay next to that wheel.
No, this is where I'd use it on a long stretch of highway where you're actually doing a long commute, or you're doing your daily commute on a freeway. That's where you want it. That's where all those fender benders and everything happen. That's why you see a car, on the side of the road where there's almost no body damage, but they're backing up traffic for 10 miles.
Yep.
This will save you from all of that.
It's just so weird. You can feel in the car how it's working things out. When it doesn't have sufficient data, it's trying to make best assumptions, right? There is an AI at work here. Ah! It literally just, every once in a while, the car just starts heading towards that white line, and I'm like, yeah, and then it like pulls back. Oh, okay, it's telling me it just wants me to hold the wheel. All right, hold on, Elon's getting his confidence back.
I need a little bit of input.
Okay, all right. Oh, hold on.
Now it's happy.
Okay, it's happy again? That was a happy beep? All right, we're good. We're moving again. This is a pretty bad road too. I mean, the line the line on this side of the road is not straight. On the right, whoa! This entire video is going to be a laugh track because this is like, it's scary. Every once in a while, the car just starts getting a mind of its own. Okay, main set speed. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say, at least on roads like this, I don't recommend Autopilot because it's actually a more stressful experience than actually driving the car. I feel like I'm babysitting like a 15-year-old trying to get their license for the first time and they've never driven, and I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm like, okay, just give it a little gas. No, bring it back over a little. Oh my God. How is this legal? That's what I don't understand. How could this be legal?
So we got a couple of minutes, so let's talk liability. So Mercedes-Benz, like I said, has a car that can do this.
So they pioneered it, right? They were the first to do it? Or?
Everyone was developing it. Mercedes was first to market.
Okay.
Volvo is coming out with a car that can do this. And both Mercedes and Volvo, to appease the European Union, have said that they will take full liability for any crash involving their automatic pilot.
That's insane.
So Tesla says it's the driver's entire responsibility to be in control of the car at all times.
Gotcha. Okay, so where Mercedes was basically like, oh, we so good. Actually, that was a horrible accent. but we're so good, we're confident that there's no way our car can wreck. Elon went the other direction. He's like, if you were stupid enough to trust us, it's on you. Okay, from a liability perspective, that makes a lot of sense. So my hat's off to him on that, because if the Mercedes is worse than this, which that's what you're telling me it is, it's worse than this. I have to imagine that at least 75% of them are in a wrecking yard right now.
I don't think people use it.
Stay away from that car.
I don't think people use it as much as they want to use it. So, yeah.
You know what's nice is looking at a Porsche, like a Porsche Cayman just drove by, and knowing that you could just spank that. Like, if anything short of like a Ferrari FF drove by, I'd be like, bro, I could take you off the line.
It would be that's a 2.8 car. So yeah, that's a pretty good drag race.
Yeah.
I've beaten an Enzo.
A Hellcat, right? 700 horsepower Dodge Hellcat. Dodge Charger Hellcat.
Right.
This thing beats it in the quarter.
Yep.
That's insane. From an electric car that goes 300 miles, is perfectly comfortable. Like, the seat in this thing is amazingly comfortable.
And depending on who you're looking at, it's somewhere between the 8th and the 13th fastest.
I don't want to be next to you, dude. Sorry. I don't want to be next to you.
Oh, go ahead. Get up. Get all the way over.
Coming on over.
Let's just not breach the law and wait for an entrance point.
We'll wait for an entrance. Entrance vector. So you have a lot of options with this car. Like right now I'm on the freeway, I just got cruise control enabled, so I still have full control of the steering, and it'll take care of the acceleration and braking for the cars in front of me. So that's really nice. I trust that. That seems pretty trustworthy.
On road trips, it's really nice because as a driver, you get to look around a little bit more, because if somebody panic stops in front of you, the car's going to handle it.
It just handles it, and you don't have to worry about it. And I'm confident in that technology. The steering is a little bit different because there's so much going on to make the decision of whether you want to, steer or not. It's not just a matter of lines painted on the road. It's how people are driving. A lot of things go into it. And so I trust this feature wholeheartedly. The Autopilot, on the other hand, we'll find out. The jury's still out on it, but right now it scares the hell out of me.
Go ahead and double tap.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, and it even says right on the screen, it says, be prepared to take over at any time. So guys, do not go buy this car, turn on Autopilot, and then jump in the back seat. That's, some idiot's gonna do that. Some idiot's gonna do that. And he's going to get more views than me.
That's why it checks that you're actually sitting there. It also knows that you're sitting there via the weight sensors for the airbags.
Oh.
So it knows that there's an occupant there.
Okay.
If you were to open the door, everything turns off. So, yeah.
Gotcha. So it's smart enough to know, but if I really wanted to, throw sandbags, like Indiana Jones style, and jump in the back,
once again,
it'd have no clue.
In the Mercedes S-Class, you actually always have to be touching the wheel. And so what people do is they take a large soda, and they actually can just rest it on the wheel, and it's enough weight to convince the system that it has a person sitting there. So
man, humans are we're just naturally devious little shits, aren't we?
So here we go. So you haven't touched the wheel for about 2 miles.
Haven't touched the wheel. It's actually doing pretty good. I mean, other than going back, there's a little debris. Okay, we dodged it. We're good. It's doing its thing. Every once in a while, it does this little jerky motion, like it's derped out for a second, and it literally makes my whole body tense up. You can get a workout from this.
Oh yeah, so what's your heart rate at? About 150?
It's got to be about 150 right now. This is an amusement park ride. It legitimately is, because I'm sitting here right now. The car is driving itself. I am properly nervous. I'm actually more alert with the car driving itself than I would be if I was driving it.
They say the same thing about radar detectors. Because they go off all the time.
That's right.
And they make you look around, and they make you pay attention.
That's actually a funny way to look at it. If you look at this as a tool, and not something that just completely takes over your life. Don't look at it as automation. Look at it as a tool. If you look at it as a tool, you have more time now to like look around and monitor your surroundings.
Yeah, your situational awareness is a bit better.
Is actually better
and
because
you get out of that tunnel vision that makes so many problems.
And at any time, if something goes wrong, I can grab the wheel and take control back. Yeah, we're like passing cars at a high rate of speed here. This is scary. It's doing good though. It hasn't even given us a single ball. Oh, guy just pulled in front of us. Okay. Woo! Okay. A guy just whipped out in front of us. The car slowed right down. No drama. Except for my heart rate's now at 160 beats per minute. Adam, this is scary.
I said it was a trip.
Oh my God, this is scary. Isn't there some law about having to have your hands on the steering wheel? Like, am I breaking a law right now by not having my hands on the steering wheel? I don't know. Come at me, bro. Am I breaking a law? If I am, this is on a closed circuit. Look at the bottom of the screen. It says closed circuit. So there's nothing you can do, right?
As far as we know, everything you're doing is completely legal, so.
Okay. The car, it kind of did a little bit of a brake check there for a second, like it was anticipating.
I think it was seeing somebody drift over on us.
It's learning. And so another cool thing is, oh, what?
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
So another really cool thing is it actually has cameras on it and sonar that monitor all the cars around it, and it can read the speed signs. So it's not going by what the GPS says the speed is, it's going by the actual sign. So if we drive through a construction zone or something like that, we're not still going to be doing 65 miles an hour.
Or say that you go up over the pass where they can drop it to 45 or they can open it up to 70. Yep. It'll automatically figure that out.
Oh, even the digital signs and everything. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. There is a lot of technology in this little bugger. I would not want to be a developer at Tesla. I just wouldn't. Could you imagine? Like, you'd be shitting your pants like, oh, hey, we're finally releasing your Autopilot update, Steve. And I would just go home and be like, how many people did I kill? How many people did I kill? Their deaths are on my hands. That's what I'd be thinking.
So we've been doing about 10 miles, and you have not needed to
I am so confident at this point. I've actually relaxed. My heart rate's at about 110 now. My foot is off the gas pedal now. I don't feel like I have to babysit the gas pedal. And the steering has actually gotten better. I don't know if the lines on the road got better at some point, but the steering has been very, very smooth. It's staying right dead center in the middle of the lane. It's not doing like it was doing earlier where it's like, no, it's...
So also as a commuting vehicle though, this takes your commute away from you.
Oh dude, for
commuting? It makes every car a bus.
Like, I wouldn't mind living far from work. Oh, we're coming up on traffic. Okay, it's still, it got a little scared there, but it dealt with it. There was a bunch of traffic stopped.
It actually did not know if that was a collision in front of us, a stopped car, or if that was that alert.
It was just taking a safe precaution.
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of worries me about a system like this is that if it does make a mistake and it's like, I need to slam on the brakes, you could get rear-ended by somebody not paying attention.
The car will stop in 100 feet, 0 to 60, and 60 to 0.
Yep.
So that's faster than almost anything that's behind you. My feeling on it is it's the safest car ever made. So it's safer if I'm the airbag for the guy behind me than if it was like a dump truck in front of me.
Wow, you're a selfless person.
Well, no, I've been in a couple of rear enders and safe Volvos and BMWs and stuff like that, and you don't really notice the impact. It's not too bad, but when you get out and you see the Ford Taurus behind you, it's kind of terrifying what just happened to their car, even though your car still looks like it's factory new.
Here, check this out. This guy passing me, I'm gonna be like, look. No hands. You know what? I wish I didn't have a camera mounted right here because I'd roll the window down and just stick both hands out the window the whole time I'm driving down the road. No, this is actually amazing because if you had to drive in traffic and you're going at slow speeds and stuff for long periods of distance, this would make the ride a joy. Absolute joy. At high speed, it's a little nerve-wracking on some roads. But the thing is once you drove a road a couple times and you built up the confidence in it that it was working good, you could just relax. Just let your car drive you home.
Also, just like any driver, you get to know your roads.
Yes, exactly.
That's why you crash more at home than you do on a faraway road trip.
Yeah, because you're doing 90 miles an hour through the bendies. I mean, I wouldn't do that, Adam. I wouldn't do that, but yeah, I do that. I would like to report that we have not died. Thumbs up. No, this is cool. You do get more used to it. I'm not as scared as when we first started this adventure. Obviously, you guys can probably tell from the video. I have built a little bit of confidence in the system, but this is definitely something you have to respect hugely. This is not a just push the button and just check out. This is just a tool like cruise control, right? You don't enable cruise control and then jump in the back seat. You just don't. So don't do it with this.
One of the scary things to me is that NVIDIA has actually come out with a card for $10,000 that any automaker can buy. They can put it jacks right into a standard automaker, a port on the car. You attach 10 cameras to it, and then it figures out how to drive the car.
Oh, what a trip.
And this is part of that technology, but this, we believe, the Autopilot is actually by Freescale Semiconductor is doing the Autopilot here, because NVIDIA's system cannot take in radar.
Okay.
It cannot take in sonar, and Freescale's can.
So this is even taking in more input on top of that other system to give you a better experience. I mean, it's different technology, I get it, but it's more data than what that system has.
Right, one is using optical flow alone. This is using not only the front-facing camera array, the front-facing radar that reaches out 500, 600 feet, but also all the sonars that feel out about 30 to 40 feet around the car. So we have a lot of things going on.
Dude,
here.
I literally feel like a passenger. Like, I finally relaxed enough. Like, thank you for waiting to bring me here last, so that I'd be just scared completely crapless. Ugh. Every once in a while, it's figuring things out, and I'm just like, I'm not going to tell Elon how to do his job. You just drive.
You got some rice behind you if you want to just
make him disappear.
Yeah.
That never gets old. He's like 20 car lengths behind us. Lols. Coming up on traffic. This is scary. Okay. This is my tackle position.
Just trust it.
All right, okay. Don't hit the police car. 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 Okay, radar. Okay, we're good. There's a police car on the side of the road, cop walking around, guy slamming on his brakes and trying to change lanes at 10 miles an hour on the freeway, and it handled it well. That I will give it. That was a 10 out of 10 handling on that one. I'm gonna give it.
Yeah, it definitely drives like somebody that has had a couple of years of experience.
Yeah.
But doesn't know how to drive in snow yet, or anything like that.
Yeah, no, and the thing is it's like, I don't want to call it a late breaker, but it definitely, like, I would start riding the brakes a lot earlier than it does. You can tell that the car has a hell of a lot more confidence in its abilities than I do. It's like, 20 feet, I can go from 100 to 0 in 20 feet. I'm good. I can do this.
Remember, it actually does know how far away everything is.
It does.
It's not your perception.
Yep.
So
and the funny thing is, actually, you could learn some things from Autopilot. I'm kind of getting that. Like, if you were new to this car, big truck next to us, I'm just like,
there's a sonar.
Yeah, it sees it. I see it too.
Feel free to put us up another 5 if you want.
All right, okay. Now we're at 70. God, this is a freaking trip, Adam.
We're at bleep.
Bleep. Oh, sorry, 70. I meant kilometers per hour. Oh, dude, this is so crazy. But what I meant by you could learn something from it is it does brake a little later. It does do very smooth acceleration and everything like that. So it does give you a feel for like what the car is capable of. If you were brand new to it and you just went for a test drive. But oh God, this is just it's so nerve-wracking when you come up on traffic and all the other lanes are like virtually stopped and the car's like, yeah, I'm just still soldiering on. I'm just gonna pass everybody. This is cool. Don't worry, bro. I got this. I still haven't touched the wheel, guys. Look, no hands. Oh. It said hold. Okay,
it just wants to know that you're there.
We're good. Okay, car just jumped over in our lane, and we've just decelerated. Okay. Still driving itself, making the guy behind me nervous by waving my hands. All right. Okay, we're getting a little wavy, but we're all right. We're still all right, guys. You know what? I'm not touching the wheel, guys. No hands on the wheel right now. This is maneuvering through traffic, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm tense, but it is doing it. The car is doing it. So far, since we've gotten onto 405 here, the car hasn't given me any indication that it doesn't know what the hell's going on. And
once you stuck it in this lane, you have not done anything.
Nothing. Yeah. Since we first got on, we've been in here for probably, 15 minutes now? Off and on?
Well, the whole trip right now, we're doing 33 miles, and you've been in autopilot, for the last easy 15, 16
yeah,
miles.
Yeah, and I feel fine. And the 2 times that I had to touch the wheel, it was just a precautionary measure. I didn't have to give it any input. It was just Elon was like, there's a chance. There's a chance something might happen, so you might want to have your hands on the wheel. But that was only twice in that full distance, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna take a nap, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. That's still too nerve-wracking. Oh, the sad thing is now I'm gonna get used to this, and then I'm gonna go jump back on my STI and flip it into a ditch. I'm gonna be like, all right, put her in 6th gear to the floor. Whee! Why didn't it go around the bend? Damn it! All right, so now we're in some traffic, cruising back on the 405, and we're no longer in the HOV lane. And I'm definitely starting to get used to it. I mean, I don't feel like it's as threatening as when we first started. But again, you got to realize we did start out on like the worst case scenario roads because Adam kind of wanted to show me the errors and the problems with the system so that I wouldn't just innately trust it. And I think that's the important thing here is this is amazing technology. It's great. It's a huge pillar forward. But even on the freeway, you still need to be paying attention. You really do, because it's not a substitute for the driver. It's just a tool to help the driver. This could extend your range once you got used to it, once you get used to the quirks and everything like that. Just like cruise control, it's going to lessen the burden on you on your trip. But if you just check out and use it like full-blown automation, expect it to be your valet, it's going to be a pretty crappy valet.
I love that it actually knows this Mini's actually riding the line. Here, let's see if we can... Oh, come on, go ride the line.
Oh yeah, the car in front of us was ping-ponging back between the lanes, and it knows exactly where he is. That is cool. See, and Adam can just put the camera like right in front of the wheel because I don't need it. I mean, who needs a steering wheel, right? Car's taking care of it itself. Hey, check it out. We even got Barnacules Nerdgasm up here on the giant display. What is that, 17 inches?
Yeah.
So you guys, definitely we plan to do a full review on this car. Today we're just talking mainly about the Autopilot feature because it's the new shiny, and let's be honest, I mean, it's something that's pretty damn unique. I mean, even though the Mercedes has it, I mean, in Europe, you know, because the US was like, we don't want that here with your ping pong and technology. No, but it's definitely a unique experience. And the funny thing is that's what Tesla seems to be becoming known for, is these unique experiences. You know, they're breaking records. You have a car that weighs 5,000 pounds that accelerates, you know, like a $500,000 supercar. You know, you have Autopilot. The car is literally driving itself. It has all these creature comforts to raise and lower the car based on GPS and match speed and read signs. I mean, the car, this just demonstrates a huge leap forward in technology that probably in the 10 years we're probably going to start seeing on everything. But it's an amazing experience. So if you guys get a chance to jump in a P85D equipped with Autopilot, I highly, highly recommend it because it's better than a roller coaster ride. All right, so now we're in stop and go traffic, like legitimate stop and go traffic, hands off, everything, and we're just tracking this car that's in front of us. No drama. And the thing is, I actually feel more comfortable at low speeds in traffic, which is where this would be mostly. You see this guy? This guy's just like, jump on in here. And the Tesla's like, nah, it's all right. I got this.
You can change the follow distance too.
Oh, that's cool.
On that bottom stalk.
See, it noticed a car drove by. It got the car in front of us.
And this might be it.
I do notice though that it thinks every car on the road is a Tesla. Is that just like them thinking to the future?
I'll do the safety.
Here, don't worry. Adam's got his hand on the wheel. Yeah, but it's like tracking everything. That's cool. So finally a car where you can vlog safely, right? Finally an auto vlog where nobody can complain down in the comments that you're being unsafe because the car's driving itself. Haha, neener. So there we go. Stopped again. We're just moving, no drama, very, very smooth. So in traffic, this thing is a lifesaver. Oh my God, if you want to talk about like long trips, sure, but you have to constantly still come back to the wheel and pay attention to everything. But in traffic like this, where you normally have to be brake, gas, input, brake, gas, oh my shit, somebody coming into my lane. No, this is completely drama-free. Because at these speeds, I feel like if something did go wrong, I'm not gonna die, right? So I'm way more relaxed and I can just sit back and enjoy sitting in traffic for hours and hours and hours. So I can see this car being super popular in Los Angeles and New York.
Well, in Washington State, about 1% of all new cars are Teslas now.
That's insane.
That's a huge sales volume from a company that's not even 10.
I'm surprised they can even produce cars at that rate. That's pretty impressive.
Up until the start of 2015, they'd done 20,000 cars. In 2015, they're doing 25,000 cars. So they're doing 3 years of production in 1 year now, so
Yep.
it's just accelerating production.
So Tesla Motors, if you're watching this video and you want to sponsor Barnacules Nerdgasm, just deliver one of these P85Ds to me. I don't care what color.
P90D.
Oh yes, I would like the P90D. Thank you. I don't want to get the last generation. So one P90D, and I'll tweet out Tesla Motors if you do that. Okay, on my social network. I got a lot of followers. Don't worry, it'll be totally worth it. Your ROI will be through the roof. Just trust me on this. Yep, guys, no hand on the wheel. This thing just up and down the 405 all day long on its own. This is completely awesome. And the thing is, the system's only going to get better. It's been out to the public for 24 hours. They're probably getting tons of telemetry from all these cars back, showing them edge cases and stuff.
You live feed your video pretty much of any time when the system has to cut out.
Yep.
It takes a section of video and sends that to Tesla.
So basically like a black box that's constantly feeding to Tesla. So this technology is only going to get better and better and better, and we have to imagine, just like anything else with technology, it's going to get to a point where it has so much data and it's making so many decisions so quickly that it's a safer driver than we are. So that's the goal. We'll see how long it takes to get there, but I'm guessing that is the goal. But right now, I am thoroughly impressed. For something that's just brand new and out to the public, this is amazing. All right, so now I've had quite a bit of experience with this new Autopilot feature, and I found that it's most comfortable in traffic by far. Every other place where you're driving on janky roads and stuff like that, it's a little bit sketchy, and I have a tendency to want to have my hands on the wheels. But when I'm in stop and go traffic and slow moving traffic, like right now we're moving 65. Actually, I'm even comfortable right now at 65. I wasn't earlier. So I'm building confidence in the system. But yeah, the car, it's no drama. It's just driving itself up and down the freeway. This is freaking amazing. It's like having your own chauffeur. That just scares the shit out of you every once in a while.
And you get a 750 plus horsepower supercar on the weekend.
That's right. Or every 5 minutes.
Or on the grocery run.
Yeah, every stoplight.
Or with kids in the back.
Exactly. So, yes, supercar on the weekend. Are you kidding me? I'm surprised you even get 10 miles away from your house with a full battery on this thing. Nuts. This is so creepy.
I love it. I mean, I would have bought one a lot earlier if it would have had these features, but right when I found out that these features were coming, I threw my name in a hat and got an early one, so.
You are wise. Hey, if you guys want to save $1,000 on your own Tesla, because you know that's huge savings on something that costs like $130,000. But hey, if you want to save $1,000 just for shits and grins, check out the video description down below, and I have a link down there because my buddy Kevlar Condom just happens to have a link, and you want to save $1,000, so use it. And if you don't have enough money, then share it with your rich uncle. He can save $1,000. Maybe he'll give you the $1,000. Think about it. All right, guys. Well, this has been one hell of an adventure. It's telling me I need to hold the steering wheel. I'm not going to do nothing. But I feel like I have to take a piss because it's literally like it's shaking the piss out of me is what it's done. Or scared the piss out of me, rather, would be the more accurate estimate. And I need to get a coffee or something and just chillax and simmer down. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again to my buddy Kevlar Condom on Twitter for letting me drive around his $100 and some odd $1,000 toy. It's been a real adventure. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I've got lots of cool videos. Not all of them are me being scared shitless behind the wheel of a supercar, but you know, I do some stuff. It's cool. So, all right. Jerry signing off. Peace out. Don't hit me. Don't you hit me. Get in your lane, you bastard. Okay. See ya. Hey, you guys want to see what a 700 horsepower electric car looks like doing a burnout? Looks like that.
Vlogging along in my Tesla car. Da, 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 da. It's driving because I don't have to do anything. Da, 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 da. Scares the crap out of me every once in a while. Da, 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 da. But I don't care because it's not really my car. Da, 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 da. It's pretty accurate, right?
Oh yeah.
Totally.
It's fun.
Hey, yeah, there he is. Kevlar Condom. Yeah. I don't know why he calls himself that. I've never seen him pantsless.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take a moment and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. Also come over to Twitter. I'm at Barnacules. I'm a real social guy. Also, if you have a couple of minutes, check out some of these many other videos. I made them myself.